What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from Puma. Welcome back to the farms of Madison County. Here, of course, on Farming Simulator 19. Appreciate you guys clicking on the video. How's it going? Welcome in, boys and girls. We got a harvest. That's all I know. Field is field 6. Field 6. Let's go ahead and get our John Deere rolling. We have plenty of room for storage now after our last video where we sold. Just saying, we had to get that sell on as we were out of storage just a little bit, right? So that is okay, but it is what it is, I guess. So we're gonna get him rolling. We've kind of got equipment sitting everywhere right now, which pretty typical. Pretty typical, really. So let's get New Holland here going into 19. So I will tell you guys, tomorrow, the sun will come out. Actually, maybe probably not here in St. Louis, but tomorrow, tomorrow, guys, we will be live streaming from this map, which actually reminds me, later today after I get this done, I need to get a Google Drive together so everybody can join. The other thing is, speaking of Google Drives, maybe not right after this video is posted, but maybe a little while after, I will have the Google Drive link for all the mods in the description. Now, that is mods that I'm using on this map. That is also going to be mods that we're using in multiplayer, except for Kiwi Farms. I'm not going to put that in there too, because whatever, you can go find that, right? So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is just basically upload my mod folder just like it is. So there's some stuff in there that I'm not using on here yet, and that I'm not going to use because we're using it in multiplayer and I'm not using it in single player. If that makes any sense at all, cool. If it doesn't, well, it should be all right. Basically, I don't want to take the time to separate my mods from what we're using in multiplayer and what I'm using just in single player. I just don't feel like taking the time. I've been a bad person, like a bad mod holder, and I have not been keeping them separated like I'm supposed to, because with 19 the mods don't conflict like they used to do on especially 15. So yeah, I've been a bad mod holder and have not been keeping them separated, but you know, it is what it is, right? So there will be a Google Drive link in the description of this video. Like I said, maybe not right as it's posted, maybe like an hour later or something. I don't know. I'm also recording this at 1 o'clock on Tuesday, so as soon as I can get it posted for you guys, it'll be there. I don't know how soon I'll be able to get it posted, but as soon as I can, it will be. So there's that. Field 3. Yippers. Let's see where he's at on his course. When I stopped him the other day, I probably should have let him go like the whole roundy round kind of thing, you know. No, that's not where I want you to start from, but okay. Take you back a little bit. Take you back to the paradise city where the grass is green. Well, what was, well, okay, it's all messed up, so we just need to restart him here. That's all we need to do. Start him over here on, say, this one, so he'll actually go right around the field like he's supposed to do. Just saying. Okay, so he'll be fine now. He's gonna run on that course and he'll get fields 3 and 4 done for us in due time. He'll get them done. Okay, we got our fertilizer rigs that are chilling. We got tippers and, oh, our semi. I was like, what is that? Our semi. I've kind of forgot we bought a semi. I'm not gonna lie. So what we really need to do, which, by the way, did you guys notice with my new, I'm using my new mixer thingy, which I have to adjust a little bit because you guys can hear me like breathing and I don't like that sometimes, like right there. But when I'm not talking and I'm in this menu, there's absolutely no noise coming through, which is the way it should be, and it hasn't been for a long time. So let's go work on field 21, 22, 23 right now. Let's go landscape mode. Hi ho, we're off to work we go. Do 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 do. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Like I was saying before, we are going to be cutting trees on this map. Okay, just turn my brush all the way up, and we want to make it as big as possible. We are going to be cutting trees coming up tomorrow on Twitch, twitch.tv/Puma Plow. We just got rid of that pipe. Oh well. Make sure you guys, if you're not following me over there, go give me a follow. There is a link in the description of this video. Go give me a follow over on Twitch, and you guys can watch it live, which I'm assuming most of you guys do already watch over there. The other thing I'll say is I will be posting it 48 hours after we stream it, roughly. Not quite 48 hours, but close enough. It will go on YouTube. So there's that. Okay, that looks actually really good. Really good for a redneck, you know? We're getting there. I think I'm going to try to focus, by the way, on the tree cutting to up here. Kind of in around 20. I would like to claim this whole area. I'm just saying this whole, well, I can get rid of most of this stuff. I may have to bring this area up a little bit to hide some of these, like this one. Apparently you can just like bury them. So we might have to do some of that. I'm not totally sure yet, but we're going to make a lot of trees disappear. We're going to have a lot of fun. And that's that. So like I said, that's tomorrow, guys, around 6 or 6:15, 6:30 Central. Tomorrow, guys, on Twitch tomorrow night. So make sure you guys are there if you want to see it live. Otherwise, like I said, it will be all posted here on YouTube. Eventually it will be posted. So yes, we'll post it as an episode, but it'll be like, you know, 3.5, 4 hours, somewhere in there is what it'll probably end up being. So there's that. All right, smooth this out as far as we need to. I know I should be using the other tool, but I feel like that one's just going to cause more problems because this field's not flat. It's like the leveling tool. So if we just use the smoothing tool, to me, it's good enough. And it's going to be pretty good. I got my brush strength turned all the way up, so we should be in pretty good shape. I mean, we're just making more ground we have to plow, but that's okay. I know we're still spending money, and you will spend money on this until you're blue in the face, you see, but you know, there is that. There's that. Oh, so the other thing I want to talk about, dang it, I forgot to look at comments. My apologies, guys. I will look at the comments before the next video for sure. And before we live stream. But the other thing I want to talk about in this video is the flooding here in the Missouri area, St. Louis. It's terrible. As of recording this video, the river still has to go up about about 1.5 feet. Yeah, about 1.5 feet. Okay, so we're done doing this for now. We'll have to do more later. The river still has to go up about 1.5 feet. And there's probably, and I don't know this to be a fact, but there's probably a couple feet of water on our farm by now. Based on where the water was the other day and based on where it was yesterday, I went down to see it, and I think I might be going, when I say down, it's nowhere near the farm, but down as far as we can go before we have to kind of get cut off. And we can't go all the way out there because there's, you know, several feet of water over the road. In fact, in the one spot yesterday, there was probably about 5 feet of water on top of a road. So obviously we're not going to drive through that. I'm not going to go through any standing water because that is dangerous. I mean, unless it's like an inch. But for the most part, we're not, especially flowing water is extremely dangerous. Not going to do that. It's not worth it. So there's that. I'm just saying. So yeah, it's extremely dangerous. So I'm not going to do that. But I think Dad and I might sneak down a little bit kind of that way tonight and just see what we can see and how much water there is and stuff, and try to get some pictures of like that road. I posted on Instagram a video of a road on Sunday going, well, yes, we're not going to the farm. I want to get another picture, another little video of that same road tonight is what I would like to do. So we'll see if we venture out there or not. It's not that far from the house, so Not really a big deal. Okay, you need an unload up there, okay? And you need to learn how to drive. Okay, that's a pretty aggressive corner is the problem. You just can't quite make that corner there on course play. All right, you're good. I've had him get stuck every time. If I cut that one tree down, he'd be fine. We're gonna cut all these down around here, of course. But yeah, there's that. You're good. You're good. You're missing, but you're good. You're the guy that needs me. Okay, there we go. Where are you at too? You didn't even make it all the way around. Where is he at on the field? He's over there. Okay, let's sneak around this way instead of going around the world. We'll just go back this way. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of my sounds. Do I sound okay? Does the game, is it too loud, too quiet? I feel like overall everything's a little quiet over there, and I can adjust that. I just didn't want to do it like mid-video kind of thing, you know? So I feel like everything's just a little quiet, but I can also play with that in post a little bit. I don't like to turn up my sounds too much in post because, you know, it's not good to do that sometimes, but you can definitely fudge with it just a little bit. So this I'm using the Go XLR for those of you that don't know, and it's kind of fun. So we can do things like and bear with me on this, don't hate me, don't close the video for me doing this, but we can do things like,
attention Kmart shoppers, there's now a blue light special on canola in aisle 2. Thank you.
things like that, you know, that are just kind of fun. And I don't really see using it too much in videos like, you know, what we're doing here, but over on Twitch, or honestly just in TeamSpeak, it's so much fun. It's probably gonna get annoying for people, but I'm trying not to use it like 24/7 kind of thing, because I don't want to be annoying with it. But it's one of those things where it's kind of easy to be annoying with it because it's funny to me. So, you know, there's that. But overall, I think it's really cool, and it just allows me to do so many different things. You know, it's the functionality of the thing is great. The software is a little interesting, but for the most part, I'm loving it. And I did not receive it free. I did not get paid to say anything good about it. There's a lot of mixed reviews on the internet. A lot of your, what I would call your audio guys, are totally against it because it's more of, basically it's a USB audio interface. That's really what it is. It's not really doing the processing and the mixing on the actual board, I don't think, anyway. I think a lot of that is being done in the software. In fact, you have to have the software open and running, otherwise the board is basically a potato, a brick sitting on your desk. So, you know, it's not a true, like, you know, analog old school mixer. It's a digital mixer. So I like it personally. I think it's really cool. I think it's really fun. I have a cough button, you know, turn off my microphone mid sentence, say I need to cough, somebody opens my door, whatever, I can just boom, turn my mic off there. There's also a thing on the other side because these are mechanical faders. So if I just push a button, it'll just boom, slide my fader down and kill my microphone that way. I mean, I could kill the game sound. You don't hear any game sound right now. And then boom, there it is. It's back. It's pretty sweet. It's fancy and it was expensive, but it's pretty cool. And the functionality of it is fantastic. I'm just saying, I love the functionality of it. So there is that. All right, we need some more capacity. I want some more capacity going up that way. There we go. JCB. Oh yeah. All right, so we'll leave the JCB here, but we'll put that tipper in front of the yeah. We'll get another tipper going is what I'm getting at. We'll have a little more capacity up there. Okay, so it's a good thing we have money. And actually, guys, I think I'm gonna record one more video, the one for Thursday. I'm gonna record that today, and it'll be my quote one time I record ahead. But I want to try to get as much of the harvest done as possible and get that out of the way and get some more money coming in, just because we're probably going to need some more equipment coming up with the multiplayer stream from this map. We're probably gonna need some more equipment, and yeah, so I want to have enough money to make sure we can afford that. I mean, I know we have 1.3 mil. I don't know what we're gonna need equipment wise. More, you know, maybe some semis with tippers or more trailers. I don't know what we're gonna need, but probably won't purchase anything. We'll probably just lease, and then at the end of the night we can turn it all back in. But it's still nice to have some money. So we want to get as much of the harvest done and probably sell. Yeah, probably sell before we do that multiplayer. So I'm probably gonna make another video today. Plus on Thursday I actually have some plans, which will take me away from the computer for several hours, and I'm kind of excited about it. Nothing too crazy. Don't get any like weird ideas now, guys. Okay. I'm going to hang out with my my sister and my nephew. Just saying, we're actually gonna go down to the motherland, to my home, away from home, the St. Louis Arch. We want to go see the river flooding down in downtown St. Louis because it is historic. To be completely honest, it's the second highest crest ever on the Mississippi in recorded history, of course. So it's kind of one of those things as a St. Louis, and I didn't even think about it till my sister said something. She called me earlier, but it makes sense. It's like, yeah, it's a historic moment. We need to go see the riverfront down there, just because why not? And then, you know, you guys know I quote unquote live under the arch, so I'm going home on Thursday. I don't know what day now. It's Thursday. When I would normally be recording the Thursday video, you know, Thursday morning, I will be not at my computer, which will be fantastic. I can't wait. So yeah, maybe I'll definitely do some Instagramming from down there. I need to set up what's it called, Streamlabs on my phone, so I could like go live on Twitch from my phone. I think that'd be really cool. The problem is I wouldn't be able to go live for like hours. It'd be like, hey, and I'm here, okay, and thanks for watching, kind of thing, you know. It wouldn't be a super long live stream or anything, because, you know, you're in public and with my nephew, and yeah, it's the whole thing. So I don't know, we will see. Maybe I'll go live on Instagram for a couple minutes, or maybe I'll just, you know, do some Insta-giggle videos for you guys. I don't know what we'll do, but it'll be cool. It's gonna be fun either way. Honestly, anything I can do to spend time with my nephew, I'm all about. He's what, about a year and a half old now, and he's just so much fun to be around. He really is. So anything I can do to hang out with him, I'm all about. Just saying. So yes, if she wants to go downtown St. Louis and go hang out at the Arch for a little bit, I'm cool with that, I guess. And then we're gonna go to a pretzel place down there too, which is just so good. So good. This pretzel place is ridiculous how good it is. Just saying. It's like a St. Louis staple too. Like, if you're from St. Louis, you know about this place, and if you don't, for shame. Shame on you. It's kind of like the custard place, and I'm not going to name names. If you guys know them, leave them in the comments below. What's the custard place in St. Louis, and what's the pretzel place in St. Louis? Leave them in the comments down below, guys. And I'm talking like real St. Louis, like downtown St. Louis. Like, you can see the Arch basically from either one of these places. One's by the brewery, which you guys are going to Google now. One's by the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. It's a pretzel place, and it's fantastic. Just saying, if you don't like it, you can, I don't know, keep watching my videos. Oh goodness. But no, they're like St. Louis staples, both of the places we're gonna go. Or not, well, no, we're not going to the custard place. Fun fact about the custard place, actually, guys, and this might be a very unpopular opinion if you grew up in St. Louis, or you know St. Louis anything, I don't get it. That custard place, it's just custard. I mean, it's just custard. There's nothing like crazy fancy. I don't know. It's just custard. Does that make sense? Like, that's all it is. It's just frozen custard. Like, it's just custard. It's overhyped in my opinion. Now the pretzel place, on the other hand, if you like big, you know, soft pretzels, that place is where it's at. Okay, and they do the like the pretzel sandwiches, where I don't know if you call it a sandwich. It's like a hot dog. Ooh, is a hot dog a sandwich? It's a hot dog wrapped in pretzel dough and then they bake it, or a bratwurst, or they have a like a spicy salsiccia or something. It's Italian or something. I don't know. I'm probably butchering the name of it, but it's good too. They're all good. I should probably get some extra ones and bring them home for dinner that night. Ooh, Dad would be all about that. Just saying, ideas are turning, boys. The gears are turning up in the old head brain. I'm just saying. Get them for lunch, because we're gonna go there for lunch, and then bring them home for dinner. That'd be cool with that. Just saying. Anyway, what else? Oh, we need to go plow, don't we? We need to go get some plowing done. I forgot about that. But no, I want to get as much of this harvest done as possible, and I guess maybe even replant, or try to replant before the stream. Maybe not the replanting. I don't really care about that one too much, because there's a lot of planting to do. And actually it'd be better to wait on the planting until we have expanded these fields out, you know? So we'll probably wait on that. Yeah, until we expand whatever direction we're gonna go. I'd like to go up here first. We may go down there for, I don't know yet. I'm not sure what we're gonna do, but either way it'll be good and it'll be fun and we'll be having a good time, and I recommend everybody tunes in. Just saying. About 17 miles an hour suddenly, very fast. Feel like I'm going very fast. Very, very fast. That edge is so great too. I'm really not too concerned about my edges, because none of the edges on this map are straight. Which, you know, is more realistic. Honestly, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ragging on the map. I love it. I have nothing bad to say about this map at all. Other than why didn't it come out sooner? Because, like, you know, I would have loved to have played on this like day one. Of course, I know it's not realistic, but you know what I mean. Like, forget all the other maps. I'm here. Like, this is my map. Just saying. You know, Stevie maps are great too. Don't get me wrong. Madison County Stevie-fied. Now we'd be cooking with gas. Okay. Just saying. I'm just saying, guys. Can you imagine that one? That would be something. I will say this, like I've been saying in the past, this map is fantastic. I love this map, and I'm content playing on this one for probably a while. I really am. I really am. I mean, we want to take over the world. Maybe not, you know, farm everything exactly at the same time, you know, or whatever. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet, but we'll get there, because it will be an empire, guys. By the time we get everything cracking, it will be an empire. But probably want to take out a few of these trees down to the river as well, just to kind of open this up and get a little view of the river, you know, a little or creek or stream or whatever you want to call that. Just get a little view of her, you know. Just saying. This is like me disking the garden, and well, I would say in real life, but at our flooded farm. This is what it's like for me to disc. I just kind of like drive randomly and, you know, do my own thing, man. Blaze my own trail. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Oh, the other thing I'll talk about in this video to stir the pot with some people is the Blues won last night. I'm just saying. Ooh, I should order pizza today because it's 50% off then. Papa John's, just saying. But yeah, the Blues won last night and I'm super happy because I'm the biggest Blues fan ever. Not really. I will say though, I have been enjoying some playoff hockey. I think playoff hockey is what I was about to say. I think playoff hockey is very fun to watch, and I actually do enjoy it quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, I guess you could say I grew up a hockey fan. I've kind of drifted away from it in the past, I don't know, many years, but I definitely grew up a hockey fan. I used to hang out with my older brothers and watch hockey with them. So definitely grew up a hockey fan. Used to play a lot of street hockey out in front of the house with some of the neighbors. That was always fun. We had the net, we had the goalie pads, we had I think we used a baseball glove, but we had like the blocker for the goalie. We had the goalie stick, so somebody would obviously dress up as the goalie. No face mask or anything, nothing like that. You know, we weren't wusses, come on. And then we either played with like a hockey ball, or we actually had some like pucks that had little balls in them, so they would act like a puck but they would roll on pavement. Those were pretty cool. Just saying, used to rollerblade and stuff and do all that while playing hockey. That was always fun too. But a lot of just like street hockey, run around shoes and stuff, and playing hockey with the neighbors till we got yelled at by that cop for being in the street. You know, it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. I think the only reason we got yelled at is because of whose house we were. Like, we went and played hockey in front of one of the neighbors' houses, and like those neighbors had a history with the law, if you know what I'm saying. We never got in trouble with the law as kids or anything. My house never, you know, had the cops called to it as kids or ever. But definitely that house right up the street did. And we used to be friends with those guys up there. Not so much anymore, honestly. I would, yeah, they're pieces of work, let me say that much. Into drugs, that kind of stuff. So of course I don't associate with that, and I haven't, you know, hung out with them for probably 20 years or better now. So yeah, I'm old. It's weird when I can say, oh, I haven't seen somebody or I haven't hung out with them in 20 years. It's crazy to say that, just saying. And then the other dude that used to live down the street, which I wouldn't say cops were at his house, but when he hit like 14, 15, 16, somewhere in there, yeah, he was constantly getting visited by the police. Tried to break into a house on my street. I guess I should say allegedly, because they never actually had proof, but pretty much everybody in the neighborhood was like, yeah, it was totally that person. So he actually got kicked out of his house. He was renting his house. Him and his parents were renting a house, and they got kicked out because he was making meth in the basement. Yes, you heard me right. He was making meth in the basement of the house on my street. So he got kicked out a few years ago. He was a nice enough guy back in the day, but you always used to irk me. And this one, I don't know, man, it used to just bother me. Like, I wasn't really a part of his like friend circle per se, but we were neighbors, so we were friends, you know. So he would call me up and be like, hey bro, come down, let's play some Mario Kart or whatever. He had a Nintendo like GameCube game, was that what it's called? Whatever. He had Nintendo gaming systems over the years. I never had them, so I was like, oh, that's cool, dude, let's like play some Mario, bro. You know, just like that too. But I would go down there and like we'd start playing, and then he'd get on the phone with like some girl or some dude or just like some person, like other people in his friend circle basically. And he would just like completely ignore me. I'd just sit there and play video games for like 20 minutes, and then I'd just be like, all right, I gotta go home. Because it was just like, he's just ignoring me, and I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. But don't ignore your friends, guys. That's bad. It's rude. Very rude. Especially if you call somebody and you're like, hey dude, come over, and then you just like ignore them. I don't know, maybe I was like needing attention, I don't know. We were just playing video games, like nothing fancy. But most of the time I'd spend more time like talking to his mom, and not liking that kind of way either. She was not at all. But you know, I'd spend more time kind of hanging out with his mom and dad than I would hanging out with him, and I was like, this is just awkward, I'm leaving. So I'd rather go to Casey's house and hang out with him and his brother back in the day. Just saying. See, I should have kind of seen the writing on the wall, to be completely honest, because Casey's dad actually didn't like the kid down the street at all. Couldn't stand him, and knew that he was trouble, and knew that he was gonna be kind of trouble. And he actually basically told, you know, my buddy Casey and his brother, yeah, you guys can't go down there anymore. You can't go down, hang out, play basketball, whatever. Just you're not allowed. Which I never understood for a few years. I really didn't. And then when I opened up my eyes and saw that he was such trouble that he was, You know, it was just like, oh, I understand that. So I kind of chose, you know, Casey and his brother, my buddy Casey and his brother, over like the guy down the street, just saying. Because yeah, they weren't trouble compared to him. Nobody was trouble compared to him. Like, he was a piece of work, let me tell you guys. He really was. All right, so we got our plowing just about done. Random rants about my neighborhood. Story time with John, I guess. It was a thing. I'm sorry. Maybe not sorry. I don't know. But yeah. So we're gonna wrap this plowing up here real fast, guys. Then we're gonna wrap this video. Then I'm gonna go dig through comments from the last video, and I'm probably gonna make another one pretty well right away. I'll probably skip ahead a few minutes and actually get this one rendered, maybe, and get this one started to upload before I record the next one for you guys. So there you go. I'll do that. So a little bit of a jump in the between this video and next video, and after the next video, which is gonna, yeah, it'll still kind of come out in order in a way. It'll come out on YouTube in order. It'll be a little out of order on Twitch, but that's okay. Don't forget, guys, tomorrow we will be live streaming this around 6 p.m. Central, twitch.tv/Puma Plow. That's on June 5th. In case you guys are watching this off in the distance sometime, June 5th, 2019, we will be live streaming this map and cutting down a lot of trees, and I may do it again sometime. It depends how many trees we get cut down, to be perfectly honest. But the plan is right now to throw this up onto a server. I have another server, farm sim server, 10-person server. So throw this up on the server, throw the save on the server, and get people in and cut down a lot of trees, and then re-download the save and keep plowing on in single player. So that's kind of my theory right now, but we'll see how much we get done tree wise, and we may do another stream on it eventually. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't realize there's actually some interest from the people in TeamSpeak, certain ones, about joining. So hopefully we'll have a good crowd of guys in here to help, and yeah, hopefully the map goes well. That combine is doing circles over there. We'll have to fix that here in a minute. So I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and kind of pause the game and get this video rendered for you guys, get it started to upload, and then I'll make another one. But I'll dive through the comments in the last video first. So if you guys have any comments, concerns, questions, I don't know, any of that stuff, feel free to leave a comment down below. And hey, we got the plowing done. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, toodles.